or if their phone is always turned on its face so you never see the notifications or messages coming through, that is a form of micro cheating. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about micro cheating. Now I want to tell you a story. About 4 or 5 years ago, I'll never forget, we went to a work Christmas party. Now the Christmas party was so-so, we had a couple of beers, but it wasn't that lit, right? So a couple of us decided to go to the bars and clubs afterwards. Now amongst the people that came with us, we had 3 people who were married. 2 were guys and 1 was a lady. What was interesting is that when we went to this bar that also operated as a club as well, we all decided to dance. Now, it being pseudo-professional, me working with these people, I kept it moving, I did my 1-2 step. Here's what I thought was really interesting. The lady who was married was grinding up on any man who would take her. I am not kidding. A dude would come over with a beer, start grinding up on her, doing his thing, and she was all about it. And I just thought that was so weird. And then 3 months later, when we had an award ceremony at work, there she was, arm in arm with her husband. And I remember sitting there thinking, oh, if only he knew what she was doing behind closed doors. And this is what I like to call micro cheating. Essentially, when you're doing things that aren't exactly cheating, but they're in between cheating and not cheating. This is micro cheating. And I call it micro cheating because eventually, the more you continue small things that consist and are conducive of micro cheating, then you will end up eventually cheating. But let's get into small things that consist of micro cheating. Number 1, Instagram thirst traps. Now, I know you're a man, I know you're a woman. Naturally, we find the opposite sex attractive depending on what our tastes are. However, I would avoid following Instagram models. The ones that they do the cleavage shot, or the guy who's doing this and he's flexing his body as much as he can and he's topless and all that stuff. If you're in a relationship, I would avoid following those people. I just feel like it takes you down a path that you just can't come close to, especially if those Instagram models have the body that your partner or the person that you're in a relationship doesn't have. Number 2, having dating profiles. Now, I know you must be thinking, why on earth would anyone who's in a relationship be on a dating profile? I know a few people where when they get into an argument, a huge argument with someone that they're supposed to be in a relationship with, they go on a dating app to see what's out there and to kind of test the waters to see if they're still desirable. Do not go on dating apps if you're in a relationship. Even if you're not meeting anyone, this is micro cheating. Let me tell you something. The grass is never greener on the other side. It's only green where you water it. Not inviting your partner to certain events, right? Like I had a homie who he was on the board of directors for me of a non-profit, and every now and then when we'd have a mixer or a young professionals mixer, he would never bring his girlfriend. I mean, dude, when are we ever gonna meet your girlfriend? I would see you on Instagram, I'd see you on Facebook, but he would never bring her to these events. You wanna know why? Because he was flirting with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that would have him. He was a significant flirt, and I always thought to myself, this is why he doesn't bring his girlfriend to these events. So not bringing your partner to an event is a small part of micro cheating. Being protective over your phone is micro cheating. Now, I know you have privacy, I know you want to be private, and I believe if you truly trust someone you're in a relationship with, you don't need to go in and see their phone. But here's where it gets weird. If they're looking at their phone like this, where you can't see it, or if they're looking at their phone like that, or if their phone is always turned on its face so you never see the notifications or messages coming through, that is a form of micro cheating. Now, I'm not saying that they're cheating, but be very careful of that. For example, if they're driving and you guys don't know where to go, and you're, hey, can I see your phone quickly? Let me type in Google Maps. And they turn around and say, oh no, I know where it is, it's fine, and you get lost, it's because they're hiding something. That is a form of micro cheating. Stalking or talking a lot about an ex. If you find yourself constantly stalking an ex when you're in a relationship, that means you are clearly not over said X and you need to have an honest discussion with the person you're in a relationship with and tell them, hey, I still have feelings for my ex. If you don't, then again, you are micro cheating. If you are truly happy in the relationship that you're in, there's no reason to stalk an ex, not remotely, because the woman or man next to you, you look at and you think, oh, I'm so in love. Ex? What ex? Spending time with someone in a meaningful way and not telling the person you're in a relationship with. Now, unfortunately, I've been guilty of doing this, spending time with the opposite sex as friends, but not telling the person that I'm with. And I apologize to this day. But the reason why is because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. I didn't want her to think that, you know, she had anything to worry about. When in reality, she did. I was keeping it a secret because secretly, I kind of had feelings for this friend. And again, I'm ashamed of this, but hanging out with people of the opposite sex and not telling your partner is a form of micro cheating. Waiting too long to tell someone that you are in a relationship. I've had this happen to me a few times where I've been at a bar or I've been at a work mixer or I struck up a conversation with a significantly attractive woman, right? Most recently in, professional mixes. And you'll be talking to them for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. They'll be flirting with you. They'll be touching your arm and stuff like that. And you'll be like, oh, okay, it's on tonight. I'm getting that number, right? And then just when you're about to leave and the event's over, you're like, hey, let me give you a number. We'll hang out one day. We'll go and grab a coffee. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm married. What? We were talking for 20 minutes. We were flirting. You were telling me how handsome you thought I was. And now you're telling me that you're married or in a relationship? And then you'll go back and you'll find them on Facebook and you'll see them with their husband. And you're like, holy crap, you're married, okay? I know some of you like to flirt. Some of you still like to feel like you're desired, man and woman. However, if you're speaking to someone of the opposite sex and they're clearly flirting, just don't entertain it. So, oh, me and my husband did that last week. Oh yeah, me and my girlfriend are actually thinking about going to that museum, okay? Just be honest. The attention of someone else when you're in a relationship isn't worth it. It's going to take you down a slippery slope. And last but not least, fantasizing about someone that isn't your girlfriend or boyfriend. These aren't the worst things in the world to do. However, if you are serious about this committed relationship that you are in, the only person that I would fantasize about is your girlfriend or boyfriend, period. Now, I know some of you might think this is old-fashioned, and I know some of you might think, well, if I'm not directly cheating, I'm not cheating. However, by small and simple things are great and bad things brought to pass. It's very critical that you avoid any sign of micro-cheating if you respect the person you're with. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't micro cheat. Love and respect the person you're with. You're with them for a reason. Remember, they were the guy that everyone wanted. They were the girl that everyone wanted. And you won them fair and square. But do not it up. Thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a lovely day.